that looks horrible. Like, would you ever be seen in public with that?
No.
Hey, we should go to the porta potty.
That's like the only time I'll get heart palpitations.
People living. I don't know.
So the nature of a foot is weird compared to a butthole. What would you review?
Ever heard of art?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Michelangelo reviewing things.
You ever heard of Dada? Dada is just like fucking. It's just art, and the whole point is like the art in it is that it has no logic. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Just like, like a chair that is melded with the fire hydrant. Makes no sense, has no purpose, and is that's the point. It's meaningless.
Yeah, but there's some old woman with glasses and a cat going, "Oh, I get it. I like what he did here," and he'd pay like $4 billion for it.
It's like just absurdity, It's like the fact that it doesn't make sense is why it makes sense.
You know the people that like criticize like, "Oh, I could have done that. I could have drew this. Why is this worth $4 million? I could do this at my house."
Yeah, fucking do it.
But you see,
do it.
I understand what you're saying, but also if I did do it, it would not sell for $4 million. It's a fact. Like the one that the people
you got to put work in.
Someone just
I'm telling you that person that sells the $4 million painting, he's made 1,000 of those. 1,000 of those. And all
scribbles.
Different kinds of. He's tried different things. He's taped a bunch of wigs to a big wall. Just random shit, and he's done it. And one of them just has to catch on. You need to just get into the heart and mind of one person, the right person,
the rich person,
and that person can take you all the way
to the moon. If you throw 1,000 darts at a dartboard, you'll probably hit a bullseye.
Exactly. Remember those people after Christmas that would come back to school and would just like wear and utilize all their new stuff? Right. Without saying anything and just like pretend like they had always had it.
Yeah, and just hoping that no one would notice or bring it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed your iPod.
These AirPod Pros?
AirPod Pros there, yeah.
Oh, I've always had these.
Oh, right. Sorry. Always been a CEO of his company.
Yes, no.
Dude, I got this girl get...
Yeah, exactly. You did too. What is that thing?
I got this girls get no dick comfy.
Yeah, that looks like kind of like just like watch New Girl and eat a pint of ice cream and cry kind of.
And you haven't had like a conversation with the opposite sex in like 4 years. You probably wear glasses.
Yes.
Messy
this was a joke, by the way.
Messy bun.
Yes. Messy bun.
Probably have to change your underwear. This is also your second time watching New Girl. This is a
I feel like they just Donald Duck it. That's the only thing they wear. Just like that.
Doesn't Donald Duck not wear pants?
Yeah. He just wears a shirt. I feel like they just wear that thing.
I mean, they know I'm not wearing pants.
But wouldn't you sweat in it?
Well, it's cold in here, but yes.
It's not that cold.
Right. But I don't know. There's something discomforting about this. It's warm. It's fuzzy. It's like I killed 8 sheep on the inside.
Yeah.
So
there's a very interesting comfort to fashion ratio on clothes. Most times, the most comfortable clothes are the ones that look the worst.
Thank you. I appreciate this. Okay.
It's true.
You're just, I get it.
That looks horrible. Like, would you ever be seen in public with that?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
And if anybody saw me in public with this, ask me how I'm doing because my head's probably not in the right space.
The only acceptable place to wear that, and this is a stretch, is the airport. It's the only one.
I could take that.
Because the airport dress code goes out the window. You have everybody from all different walks of life. You have because a lot of times, you have people that are going to different destinations. So even if it's like December, you'll have that dad who's in like a Hawaiian shirt because he's going to Aruba.
Yeah.
And then you have people in suits because they're on business trips. You have people who are just straight up like rolled out of bed. Just like people just like show up in pajamas.
Yeah, the people who are running late and missing a flop.
An airport is really, it's a great place for people watching. It's a great place. That's about it.
So you brought up a point. So how do you dress when you're going to a destination? Do you dress in your local area or where you're going? Because I realized like I would wear this on a plane to like Florida and then get out of the airport and like, okay, I'm on fire now. Like I don't wear a t-shirt to go to the hot place. I wear the sweater in the cold place to get to the hot place. You know what I'm saying?
I always dress for the place that I'm going.
Okay.
Because I like to walk off the plane and be ready in it.
Right. So like it could be dead winter here and you'll go to the airport in shorts and a tank top.
I mean, the airport if you go to the airport in the middle of dead winter in New York, you only have to go from your house to the Uber and then the Uber to the airport. That's the only time spent outside. It's not like this big deal. People were wearing coats.
Yeah, right.
Like a coat is the worst thing I could think of having in an airport because then you got to get another bin. You know, you got to get another bin.
Fucking bins.
You ever see those people like 5 bins?
It's like, man, we're literally out of bins. You're the
Like
bottleneck.
shoes. They have 2 laptops and a Kindle for some reason. They all have to go in different bins. Their keys, their passport. Now you have to get the coat. And then still, they always forget something.
Yeah,
those are always the people where you go
fucking-
through and they go, you gotta take your jewelry off.
Yeah,
like, obviously.
Like you see your watch in your belt, fucker. Like take it off.
Yeah, I mean, some people are just so dumb and they try to like sneak through.
It's like, why? What do you? Who?
It's like you know you have to take those shoes off.
It's like, oh, and I forgot my coins in my pocket. It's like, what do you need these for? You know?
Yeah. You ever get your bag pulled to the side, take a little look-see through it?
Yeah, and they find like the dildos and the guns.
Yeah.
No, but have you ever gotten No, my bag hasn't. Yes, because I was the one who had all the laptops in mine, so it's like all the electronics, like my headset and everything. So they're like,
Yeah, so it just looks like a bomb.
yeah, it's like because when you go through the fucking radiation screen, it's just wires and fucking parts. So I'm like, okay, I understand that.
Yeah. I get nervous. It happens to me all the time for one reason or the other. It's because I think a lot of my I carry like a graphics tablet around with me. You know, the thing that you can like draw on the computer with.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know like what that is. And so
They see it
that always gets flagged. They're like, what is this device?
What is this?
And it always gets flagged. But even though I know I have nothing bad, panic attack.
Oh, they're gonna. This
I
is
go,
the one time I put
"Holy
my
shit.
Swiss Army knife in there.
What if I swat bags with somebody and this has just like a big bomb, it's a huge bomb?
I do get nervous walking by with the dog, the drug sniffing dog.
Oh my god, I'm terrified of regular dogs.
Yeah.
And these dogs are sniffing drugs.
These are sniffing
Dude,
my
I know
ass.
people who actively, regularly take weed carts and stuff like that, like on a plane, in their carry-on. I would be sweating bullets. The people on the camera would be like, "This guy's
it's
doing
that
something
guy.
illegal."
It's like, even if he's not,
Because I'd be like,
you'd be like,
"Is there anything in your bag, sir?" No.
no.
No. But supposedly it's just people go through all the time without incident.
But don't the dogs actually not sniff?
Because they're looking for bombs, you know?
Yeah, don't they not sniff for like weed? Maybe they do like cocaine or something. Don't they?
I mean, I'm sure they can. I don't know.
Don't you got to bring out like the pothead dog to sniff the weed and like the cokehead dog to sniff the coke?
There are different dogs. It's pretty interesting.
There are different dogs.
They're the ones that they also sniff when you're leaving. If you're coming from the international departures area or arrivals, they'll sniff your bag, see if there's any like foreign fruit. But canines are not good at smelling those things, so they just use like
Chipmunks?
a very friendly dog. It's like a beagle or something, and it's just like waltzing around, and then they find 50 fucking mangoes that are illegal to bring to the United States.
You get shot in the airport because of
And they have this huge because they don't want like new pathogens and bugs and things from different fruits and stuff to get out.
Yeah.
And so they put it in this big garbage disposal, and
just
it's just
fucking
one
crush
lady's
it.
job to just like put all this foreign shit.
Eat it all.
Yeah, she's just in a room.
It's like, I take this home to my kids.
It's like,
What?
sorry, Deborah, we have
You gotta eat it. We got a whole load
we
today.
have 50 pounds of Colombian beef jerky.
So she's like, no, not again. Give me something sweet next time.
What's the difference? People are very bold in the way they eat nachos. You can tell a lot about a person.
I'm not a nacho guy.
Or nachos, or like a buffalo dip, or something.
Okay.
You can tell a lot by a person about how they eat it. Some people just like take as many things as they want, just like load it up. And then some people just get from the side. They take the less favorable parts.
Right. That's a good person.
That's a good person.
Well, the people like there's two options, right? It's like I will take one chip every time I want a chip, or I will take as much as I think I am going to eat. Right? There's two schools of thought with nacho or just appetizer area.
Well, anybody who puts it, I don't like to put them on a plate.
But it's
I like
the same thing.
I like to take
Right.
from the nacho.
Yeah,
plate.
you're the retriever. But the thing is, like, if let's say we had like 20 hors d'oeuvres, and I just took 6 off the bat, everyone would be like, "Well, what the fuck? Well, what the fuck you doing?" But if I just took 6 over time, no one would say a fucking word.
True. I'm a bottom feeder when it comes to nachos. Everybody always takes the top chips, the one that have all the cheese in it and all the good stuff.
Yeah.
But as they start to pick away at that layer, a bunch of all those chips are like usually like soft and soggy because they have melted cheese all over them
At the top.
So right under that layer there are pristine fresh chips that are hot and warm because of the top, and then I take those chips and get the stuff from the bottom.
You fucking scrape.
And get
You're
the
a
stuff,
scraper.
get the stuff from the bottom. It's really the best. It's the best. Everybody thinks the ones that are all fully loaded are the best. They're not.
Yeah, and especially with all this like COVID stuff, you think about how we used to eat appetizers. Like now, like my family had like a toothpick in every single piece of cheese, or like literally like if we're making nachos, I'm sure there's like each chip is gonna have its own individual cheese. But back then it used to just be like fucking fistfuls and just pop them, like slobbering on your hands and going for more. It's like Jesus.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, probably we're gonna start looking back at the way we do things and we say, maybe that's not a good idea.
Maybe I shouldn't have eaten those fucking popcorn kernels off the floor at the movie theater.
Maybe I shouldn't have been like 16th in line to drink from that beer funnel. Because two guys before me put it in his asshole. So.
Yeah, the guy 4 before me said he just made out with someone who had herpes.
And then 4 before that, he just vomited it right back up. and then came back down.
And the guy who started it.
I mean, like, it's crazy. And what we did, we were living like pigs.
Yeah, literally.
We were living like swine. Just absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it's like, just think about something. Like, not even like I'm not a germaphobe, but I'm definitely like even before all this, I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you didn't like to share straws.
Yeah, I didn't like
when we were all like, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, they're like, you fucking loser. Let me take a sip of your drink. It's like, I'll just get you something. It's like, no, let me take a sip. It's like, fuck off, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Besides the point. That's just a pet peeve. It's like, man, I don't know. It's just watching what other people used to do. You know, it's like, what about our friends that would take like it's the specific name for the beers that are like not even ours, but someone else's at the bar that aren't finished? Isn't there a specific name for those?
Oh,
like fucking not road beers, not it's like left some whatever. The drinks.
After a night of drinking, if you go around in the morning and finish all the half-drinking drinks, those are Wounded Warriors.
Okay, I think it's Wounded Warrior. I think it's Wounded Warriors. But like our friends before all this would like the ones that like maybe ran out of cash or just didn't want to pay at the time or strapped on cash would go around and take the Wounded Warriors from other people's tables, and that would literally give me anxiety. That's like the only time I'll get heart palpitations. And that's tough to watch.
I usually didn't do that, but I haven't not done it.
Right, I haven't not done it.
You know, I mean, there was one time where like, I don't know, I was just like at this bar and there was like a beer and it was just obviously untouched, so obviously untouched, and it was like out of a commercial where it was like frosty and there was like one drop coming down.
Yeah, there's still a lime on it.
Still a lime on it. And I was like, I have to drink that beer.
All right, you see, there's a difference between...
I have to drink that beer.
Now, there's a difference between stealing someone's drink and then and like drinking everyone else's backwash all at the same time. Like you're playing STD and disease Russian roulette.
I drank the beer because I assumed nobody had drank yet.
Right.
I don't know if that's true.
I mean, for all you know, the person went, "Oh, I love limes," and put it right back in.
Yeah, that's true. Or they were just using it they had dip in and they were just like spitting.
It's like I don't remember Corona being this dark, man.
There was a kid in high school. He used to like put dip in class, and then he would like spit it into a Pepsi bottle because
the color
he didn't, nobody would know. And one day I saw somebody drink it, immediate vomit. Immediate vomit. It wasn't even close. It was just immediate.
And you know what? I don't blame the kid who spit into the drink. I blame the kid who tried to fucking take a Wounded Warrior from somebody else. You're the idiot. You got what he deserved.
That's true.
And then the kid probably got in trouble for dip in class too. Ballsy kids, by the way. Just like front row, not allowed to do this in school, by the way. And the teacher just going like you're in a Western saloon.
Yeah, seriously. This isn't like fucking like Alabama or like you know where like who is dipping? Like who's putting this shit in? It's in like Catholic school in New York,
like
in New York City when they're like 16.
We're learning the Pythagorean theorem, and there's like it's like the cartoon like hit the water bucket thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it fucking smells too.
I don't know. I always thought it was a weird habit.
Or the really cool kids too that would, like I feel like when we were in high school, that's when like not Juul, but like the That was when that was kind of getting
Those
big,
were like,
right?
Those like vape pens.
Yeah, like vape pens. So
they were like
also not allowed to do that.
they were like all different flavors, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, "Don't worry, bro, it's water vapor."
Yeah, it's
And I was
water
like,
vapor.
Something doesn't seem right.
So
about
that doesn't
this.
make any sense. Why are your eyes dilated? You know, it's like
Yeah.
So they would take the pole and then do it in their shirt, like that would do anything, and then they would come out like they're evaporating into smoke. Everybody, it's like, why am I getting detention for this? Like, because you're not even smooth about it. Like, I wouldn't rob a bank with this kid.
Yeah, they weren't smooth at all, and I think part of it is that they didn't want to be. Like they just didn't care.
Yeah. And I'm sure there was like the girl next to him who gave him all his homework all the time, going, "Oh, this is the hottest fucking thing in the world. I'm so wet right now."
Yeah, that was like pre-Jewel. It was
Yeah.
right before Jewel. Now Jewel's,
Jules Jewel.
probably Jewel's Jewel.
I'm sure you're
Probably
allowed to
passed
do it
around.
now somewhere.
What do you mean? In school?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Yeah. We were so close. This generation was so close to kicking nicotine.
We were literally
Not nicotine. We were so close to like being the first generation to just like
not
get rid of cigarettes. It's not very popular.
not harm ourselves
And then-
in that sense.
Yeah, in that sense. And then Jewel came around.
And then they went, let's make this light up and have flavors, and everyone went,
Yeah, everyone. Well, cigarettes are gross, but this tastes like creme brulee. and then that's the end of it.
dude, wait, that one's strawberry shortcake? Let me fucking try that, bro.
Yeah, some of them at the heyday used to be ridiculous. It's like Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
what?
it's like I would be like napping like on my books and I'd smell pancakes. It's like fuck, man. Like now I want to be home and there's just a guy next to me blowing pancake vape into my mouth. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah,
I opened my mouth for it.
Yeah, then the serious people had like the big vapes, the box.
Yeah,
the box
that's when like
vapes.
the vape gods, it's like I'm Xander,
Yeah, you ever see those guys? They're like the and have like weight like
Yeah,
circles,
yeah.
and then they do another one and it like spirals around it. It's fucking insane.
Or they just like do this and it like fucking looks like 1,000 things are happening.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool, but it's like
Rock
how
on,
much you have to like boil your lungs to do that to get that done.
I remember this one kid's logic in
But it is cool.
This one kid's logic in high school was, I used to make fun of people that acted really, I forgot what exact word it used, but I'm sure it was not too cool. Let's say you acted really, I don't know. Let's just say you acted really stupid on purpose, right? You played dumb the whole time, and I fucking hated that you did that, and I knew you were doing it. And then out of nowhere, my mindset switched because you got with like one girl, and it worked because you matched dumb with dumb or something.
Yes.
So imagine now my mindset flipped, and I'm like, you know what? Keep doing it because you got one person. Worth it in their eyes.
See, I don't think it's worth it.
That's what I said. I said I think you're an idiot.
I think in terms of like scoring potential partners, like it's all about how much time and effort you have to put into it. So it's like, or just scoring like a hookup. And it's like, so if 4 years, unless that's the one you really want, is a 4-to-1 ratio really worth it? A 4-year to one person ratio worth it?
But you said
Not in a lot of standards. Now, that's the top, the extreme length, and it may not be worth it. It is also not worth it if it's too short. If it's like, I just met this person 5 minutes ago, and now they're trying to fuck me. Sometimes that can also not be worth it because it's like there's probably a red flag here.
that's
somewhere.
that's like every time a girl comes up to me at a bar, I'm like, just get away from me. It's like,
Yeah.
this is who are you doing this to?
I should put it in at least 40 minutes of work.
Yeah.
At least 40 minutes of work
Yeah.
before anybody should agree to do the things they did.
Yeah, I should have at least had to spend at least like some amount of money on you, like drinks or whatever, for you to then try to sniff anything below the belt. Because
Exactly.
I feel like there's something wrong here.
Yeah. So every person has their own ratio for that.
Yeah,
But the extremes are on both ends are bad.
bad. Like you
Very
don't want to. You shouldn't be chasing someone for 4 years. That's not giving you any mind. But you shouldn't be letting someone fall into your mousetrap that you only knew for 2 minutes. Because now both are wrong. There's something wrong either way.
A good place to observe activity like this is at a music festival because there's a lot of, obviously you can't do it for years, but there are people who spend all 3 days or all 4 days trying to catch somebody and not catch them.
Yeah.
trying to fuck somebody.
Right.
And then there are just random women who go like, hey, we should go to the porta potty.
Hey man.
And it's like, first of all, like you would think like your child brain would be like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
They can go to the porta potty right now. Get my dick sucked.
And it fucking smells.
But But no, that's a bad sign.
Also, like,
First of all, they're probably heavily intoxicated or on drugs,
Yeah.
and it's just again, that's not a good opener. It's like, let's fuck.
Yeah, it's like
That's
it's
not a
like
good opener.
it's like, so you're gonna tell me I won the lottery and I'm the first person that you
Yeah.
wanted to take to the
Look
porta
at,
potty?
look at these people
Yeah,
over here.
yeah,
They're
like-
way more attractive than any of us.
And then you point, it's like, what about that guy? And he looks at you and he's like, oh, I already did that yesterday. It's like, oh, okay.
She was like, they were before.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh God,
yeah,
Jesus.
that was 5 minutes ago. And then there's that girl you're working on 3 days to get to the music festival, but she's blowjob queen, porta potty blowjob queen, who's been blowing everybody already.
So she's just giving you the cold shoulder.
Yeah, she gave me the cold shoulder, but blowing the whole festival. It's like I can't deal with someone who just like banged Snoop Dogg and got on stage. It's like, I'm not going for that no more.
True. But there's a whole nother dynamic of music festivals as well about how you have to get it early, you know?
Because the stank
Yeah.
starts
People
happening.
start sweating.
Start smelling.
When you're just like when you're just like dancing in like 90-degree weather and drinking
Yeah.
and drugging,
Do
and
it.
just fucking doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
You just
Mudding.
smell like shit.
That's it.
But everybody does, so it's like it's a weird. It's not a bad smell.
That's not true.
It's not a bad smell. It's not.
That's debatable.
I mean, each individuals could be, but all of it together, it's a very unique smell. It's not a good smell.
No.
But it's not a bad smell.
Right.
It's a smell of like
I understand what's
people
happening.
living. You know,
People living.
People living. That's the smell.
No.
And I love that smell. If there's a candle with that smell, I'd buy it.
I would never go to your house. Not once.
Yeah.
I'd call you before. Do you have that candle lit?
Did you see that did you see the candles that were being advertised? It's like
Gwyneth Paltrow's
the
puss?
Disney rides.
Yes, I did. And
Those
you know,
look
those
great.
rides don't smell too great.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Like Splash Mountain, my favorite ride, it smells like mildewy, wet animatronics and cedary, you know?
Then there's one from the Universal. It's like the ET ride, which I went on years ago,
That
but I
ride's
recall
gone.
smelling good.
That ride's gone.
But I recall smelling very good,
Clearly not good enough.
like fresh grass. Well, you don't go and ride the ride for the smell.
yeah.
That's why you buy these candles.
That's why you buy the
from
candles.
This woman. I don't know who this woman is either. Who
Yeah,
is
like, she's just
or man,
trapping-
who is like
Fair.
who's making these candles and like some scent sommelier and like saying, we need a little more fresh grass in this one.
Yeah, we need a little more bicycle chain on this one.
Yeah,
A little more alien freak with a glowy finger
Just
for
need
this
a
one.
twinge of a child who just shit his pants on the ride.
just a little bit.
Drop.
And then it'll be
and that
perfect.
comes in on hour 3 of the candle. It's like,
It's like, oh, perfect picture.
perfect.
And
yeah.
now I'm going down the fucking drop.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a good idea. I mentioned I'll buy one. I bought one.
That would have been a good.
I already bought
That
one.
would have been a good Christmas gift for me. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Well, you didn't get me a Christmas gift. I didn't get you a Christmas
I
gift.
got him a birthday gift. Everybody saw.
My mom's been getting me a lot of like utility gifts recently. You know,
She's giving you
like-
subliminal messages.
just like
Like
I mean,
deodorant?
not the underwear and socks.
Shampoo?
Love underwear and socks.
Right.
As a kid, you hated them. As an adult, I love underwear and socks
I just
for Christmas.
socks,
love
man.
them.
Socks.
New socks. When I'm ultra rich, the one thing I'm going to do is just a brand new pair of socks every single day,
Nice.
and I'll give the rest. To,
I mean, you
some-
could still
something or
you
other.
could still do that. If you had like 20 pairs of socks, you can absolutely do that. If you had
How?
10 pairs of socks,
How?
you have. There's only 7 days in a week.
No, I'm saying a fresh, unused new sock.
I see.
365 pairs of socks.
That is like over 700 socks.
yeah.
sock.
And then I give them all away. Maybe I'd start like a charity. It's like worn once, just like me. It's just my socks that I've worn once. Because I feel bad to just like waste these socks. I had to do something with them. Give them
Yeah.
to like Goodwill or something.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm sure that. Yeah. Yes.
Maybe I could turn it into a business. Maybe people will pay for those socks.
Depends how good your feet. Like, you got to put a lot of money into your feet. Then your feet got to look
That's
good too.
true. No, that's not worth it.
Yeah, no one sees your feet enough.
I'd be grossed out. I'm grossed out about like feet. Feet are gross. I don't like feet.
They are. Yeah, but like
I don't know why.
buttholes are
They just
gross
are.
too. Technically, but everyone loves buttholes.
No, they're not. There's something about the
hole?
there's something about the nature of a foot that is weird. Like it's just an odd. I don't know.
So the nature of a foot is weird compared to a butthole.
I think it's because of the amount of movement. People can move their fingers and stuff.
Their
And you
toe
can move,
fingers.
and you can move your butthole. But like
Yeah, you could clench.
you can clench your butthole.
You're clenching right now.
But it's not like it's not the same. It's so much weirder. Like feet are so much weirder.
We have to go to the bathroom.
Doesn't matter.
And it goes right. It doesn't go through our feet.
It doesn't matter. If someone said if let's put it this way.
All right.
If one of our friends said, "Yo, I just love staring at my girl's butthole," and then one of our friends said, "I love staring at my girl's feet," I'd think the feet person was weirder. I would.
I think.
I'm sorry.
But also, like, what is it? Just like, is there nothing happening, and this girl is just spreading cheek for him, and he's just like magnifying glass?
No, I don't know.
Or is
no,
it
you just he likes to take a tasteful look, and for both of them, they both like to take a tasteful look. One at the feet and one at the butthole. I'd say that I think the feet is weirder. I do.
I think
the feet is weirder.
I mean, I guess to each his own, you know? Finger in the butt, staring at her feet. What about that guy? Just because the feet's involved?
Best of both worlds, I guess. There's also something like if you're actually into feet, then there's like a weird, like degrading portion of it all.
Yeah, like you get jerked off with feet. That's weird.
Oh,
See, I think that's
Jesus Christ!
But
That
you
sounds
can.
like a nightmare.
weird. Okay.
That sounds like the worst. Like my
That's
worst
weird.
nightmare is just a bunch of people like with just their bare feet, just like touching me.
rubbing
I'm like, that's hell for me.
Yeah, because there's something about like, but the same thing with a booty hole. Like feet and booty hole, they could smell just as fast, quickly, without doing anything. Something about them.
Yeah, but
It's because feet don't breathe, and booty holes breathe bad.
no. The feet are weirder. They just are.
That's fine.
They have to be.
They have to be for me to live.
The feet are they're so much weirder.
That's fine. That's
They
fine for
are.
me.
I did the whole episode
minutes.
with no cans on.
I know. I saw. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want you to.
Maybe I'll just start doing that.
Right. Leave all the work to me.
You're the audio technician, man.
I'll eat your ass and then stare at your feet. How about that?
Andrew Schultz claims that it makes him more present in the interview.
Without the cans?
Yeah, he never uses them.
Okay. I mean that's just. I guess it's just preference. Like I don't know why that would be.
True. It does feel like when you have your cans on, it feels like you're more of like in a bubble.
But I like that. I feel like you
Like
zone.
it feels like it's just me and you.
Yeah, I feel like you
just
zone.
talking.
That's it. I feel like you zone in more. Without
Yeah.
this, like I hear like.
But I also like just having a conversation. Like just hearing myself.
I
way
guess.
I usually do.
I mean, you do hear yourself, but like I feel like I'd rather hear just you or just whoever's here than like the creaky sink over there and like also like me fucking scratching myself under the table. I like just the voice.
Sure.
It's also different. That's me.
It is different. Well, I'll try both ways. I'll do some A/B testing. I'll wear my AirPods some days. I'll wear my cans
And also,
the
you
other
didn't wear the
days.
cans because you wanted to show off your CEO goggles.
That's true. It was a big orchestrated joke.
Hugely orchestrated joke.
I don't know if it.
Danny doesn't like New York Yankees or L.A. By the way,
No, that's why I'm wearing the hat. I hate them both.
that's what I'm saying. It's a It's a good take on.
No, this is everybody should be friends. Let's just
Everyone should be friends.
Let's round it out right before we go with just some like
Yeah.
what should we do for
New Year's
like
resolution.
our New Year's resolution. I mean, everybody always says like let's not go into 2021 with such an aggressive attitude. You know how like in previous years it's like 2019's done. I'm gonna make 2020 my bitch.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's like obviously 2020 made all of us their bitch.
Yeah, last time we said that, it fought back. It was like, oh yeah, you gotta call me a bitch,
It fought
bitch.
back. Yeah,
I'll
It's
show you
like,
a bitch.
Oh, this is your year. Watch.
Yeah, watch
This
hold
is-
my
this
beer.
is this is your year for a ventilator. And so
Jesus.
so let's make some resolutions, but
right.
let's be modest.
I think last year I said I want to get less angry quickly.
And do you think you did that?
I feel like I get you guys get
So
away.
you want to work on your temper.
you guys,
in other words.
yes, you guys get away with a lot more than you used to. I think.
So is that a good for you?
No, but it's
So then
it's better
why-
for my blood pressure and heart,
Gotcha.
probably. Letting you guys just get away with more stuff.
Gotcha.
But stuff that might not be so important, but the little things add up sometimes, and maybe I could subtract one thing before the explosion. Just one.
Gotcha.
What about you?
That makes sense. I want to do some more, like, I definitely want to try stand-up comedy, which is terrifying to me.
That's fair.
And I don't even think I'm going to be good at it, but I need to do it just to, get over the hurdle. I just need to try.
Do you think too many people don't do things because they're afraid they won't be good at it?
Oh man, of course. Dude, comfort is like, it's so easy to just be comfortable and just like, I don't think I'll be good at it.
That's how regrets form,
The place is, this is what any like life coach will tell you. He's like,
Danny the life coach.
Where you're uncomfortable is where growth happens, like when there's discomfort.
Right.
So you gotta get out of your zone. So I definitely want to do that. I'd like the podcast to have a banging year, the Picky Boys podcast.
True. Yeah.
I'd like to get like a big benchmark of subscribers.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So tell your friends and family and dogs
and hopefully
fake accounts.
Hopefully we won't get a rubber band back by a global pandemic. Hopefully this will calm down a little bit too.
Yeah. I think after the 1918 pandemic, last like 2 years or so, and after that's when the Roaring '20s began. And I get why, because everybody was cooped up inside and afraid of this deadly disease. And then they were like, fuck it, let's just go have a party and wear tuxedos for no reason and get champagne.
And then the Great Depression.
Yeah. And then, well, we'll get to that when it comes. Let's
one step.
Let's do the Roaring '20s first, because that was a grand old time, old sport. That was a good one. That was a good time. It was a good amount of time. So we deserve that, I think.
Wasn't that also Prohibition?
I don't know.
Either way, where do they find you, Danny? Let's get out of here.
You can find me on dmore723 at Instagram or Danny Moriarty on YouTube.
You can find me at Ant Prisco and Picky Boys Gaming on Twitch, by the way. We never really plug that no more. And don't forget to follow Picky Boys Podcast.
I think we already did that.
Did we do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe I'm a dummy. All right, guys.
All right.
Peace.